I want to make a really quick video because there's fumes in the house. We're doing a paint job and my eyes are on fire, so this is going to be extremely short. But I wanted to sit down and talk to you guys about two movies that I think they didn't scare me, of course, because we just talked about that, but I think they were just amazing. And that's actually between Scary Godmother, the movies, and the Scooby-Doo trilogy at the time, because we're talking about classic OG Scooby-Doo time. Scooby-Doo Zombie Island, Scooby-Doo Cyber Chase, Scooby-Doo in the desert. I don't remember that movie. And then we have Scary Godmother 1 and 2. You know what's funny? It actually reminds you of The Little Vampire. That was a dang OG Disney movie right there. There were just some goodies that you could just sit down and just have a great little time. But those two series in particular, Scary Godmother, my memory got jogged up because Alex, shout out to Alex when he was talking in chat, just kind of knocked it in my brain like, oh man, these are great. And there's a special feeling with these films. And you could say some new films do the same thing, like the new Wallace and Gromit, or the Hotel Transylvania, and like Paranorman and Horse Bride, you know, a lot of the classics now anyway. But if I had to pick some that were down to earth, like this was like defining Halloween time, Scooby-Doo The Witches Goes, Zombie Island, the other one that I always forget, and Cyber Chase. Then we have Scary Godmother with her movie. Yes, the animation is dated because it's that early 3D, but the voice acting is so fun. The jokes are kind of their time, but they still make me laugh. And that neighbor was always an asshole. The blonde kid, he was such a butt. But regardless, those movies just had a great time for me. And I just remember always sitting down, having a good time, wanting to not go, but I should. We went to go hang out with my friends, have a good time getting candy. Back then when we actually dressed up, we actually did our thing to look something. I had some cringe ideas. If I remember my costumes, I'm not going to tell you what they were, but I think one of the best memories when watching these movies that I actually got memory jogged was I used to live in a neighborhood and there was one family. They actually did a spooky house, like a monster house. And you could walk into their house and you could actually go through and try not to get scared. They basically made a prop-up scary house and they tried to scare you, and the daughter knew violin and she would play like the song in the background. It was kind of surreal. It was super cool, and I think it's insane because now you look at that and go, wow, that would not exist these days. There's no real trust anymore between each other. But I'm remembering watching like Hocus Pocus and the before mentioned movies and Little Vampire and whatnot, and these memories are just coming back to me about the good times that we had, you know. Heck, I even remember watching, I think as always, it was Spooky Grandmother and my cousins, and we went out to the fancy neighborhood, and dude, there were people that had souped up houses, and one of these guys, oh, I hate him so much. We got candy and it had that little sign like just take only one with like the janky looking witch, you know, watching over you. And as we were walking away, this 6-7 foot tall dude comes out of the garage like a bat out of hell, like Chainsaw Massacre. But he was the Chainsaw Massacre guy. He was all dressed up and he was just screaming with the running chainsaw. Jesus God almighty, it scared me so bad. I ran off and like I jumped over and like skipped over his car. Like it was, oh my god, that's how you scare the piss out of me. You bust out of the shadows with the chainsaw, man. Oh my god. And of course there's other great movies like the Wallace and Gromit stuff, the dog movies, Casper. But if I had to really nip it down, and again, thank you Alex for the memory jog, I gotta say like Scooby-Doo movies and Scary Godmother, and you gotta throw in The Little Vampire. I think that one always comes up in my little brain. So if you guys don't know these films, do check them out. The OG Scooby-Doo movies, not the new ones. There's a lot of stuff, but they're OG, like I think first 3 to 5 spooky specials. And Scary Godmother 1 and 2. They're just nice. They're good. I'm done there. My eyes are really burning right now. I'm sorry this one's mega short. I'll see you guys later. Have a good one. Oh man, we need to go finish that painting. Take care, hero buns, and let me know which is your go-to homie spooky movie. We'll talk about the actual fun one. So I'll see you guys